This research has been the most impactful research that we've ever worked on.
We present research all the time. With this research, I've had to fight back my own tears because it's personal. It was just weeks after the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, and as we talked about the experiences of Ahmaud, we had a shared sense of frustration.
It was so painful for me to listen to Makita talk about her experiences raising her family and all the instances of racism that she has to experience on a day-to-day basis. And here I was raising my own children, and I never had to deal with these situations.
We often say, don't just talk about it, be about it. And we decided that we were going to be about it in the most impactful way and do research in order to create effective change.
As we were hearing all these stories and their experiences of racism, I get a call from Makita that just revealed what's so broken in our society and how much there is to fix.
I had an experience with my daughter. She began to really understand more details about segregation and racism. And she said to me, I have an idea. She pulls out a sheet of white paper and proceeds to cut strips of the paper and show me how she can tape them to her arm.
And then it will be on your hair, so they might think that you have white skin.
And then she turns to me and says,
Because if the world comes like that again, we know exactly what to do. Right, Mom?
if that ever happens again, we know exactly what to do, right, Mom? And that was gut-wrenching. I didn't have a response. It was as if someone kicked me in my heart, because here I am looking at my baby girl who I think is so beautiful and I value her so much, and yet she thinks that in order to be valued in this society, she has to change the color of her skin. The fact that she thinks the onus is on her to change who she is to be accepted is simply not acceptable to me, and that's why I do the work that I do.
One thing that I found really interesting in our research was that white families are twice as likely to use color-evasive statements such as "we don't see color" than black families. Even though white families often have good intentions with this approach, it ignores part of someone's identity rather than celebrating it. One of the best things about this research is that we get to use it to inspire content creators who have the ability to counter racial stereotypes and to create empowering portrayals of people of color.
We have a big opportunity to change the narrative, to allow all children to see themselves as heroes in stories.
The onus is on white families as well to have these conversations, because we need to prepare our kids to be allies for their friends of color.
This Discussing Race with Young Children guide is a non-judgmental, age-appropriate way to engage parents and caregivers in discussions about topics that can be quite difficult. When I think about my aspirations for this work and the future, my goal is we use these insights to inspire content creators to help all people value all people.
We're so thankful to our partners at Noggin and Sparkler Learning for publishing this guide.
We encourage you to check out this resource at bigheartworld.org/discussing race.